All right, hello everyone. Hello YouTube people. Oh my God, there's so many pop-ups already. Yeah, this is probably my first video. I really hope it is. Before this, actually, I was trying to get a Minecraft world going, but it just wouldn't work, man. It just wouldn't work. So I gave up, and I was like, you know what? Roblox is probably the next best thing. I mean, for recording, because um, I don't really know what else people would like to watch. If you guys want me to play a game, certain game, leave it down in the comments. Oh crap, I fell. Yeah. Well, this is my YouTube channel, guys, and I'm gonna use it to really just like think of it as a journal as sorts. Like I'm gonna try and give advice or something I wish or talk about something I wish I'd gotten out earlier, and hopefully it will help you guys find words for thoughts you may have that you can't really can't really say yourself. Um, and yeah, that's really what I want to use this YouTube channel for, just like as a personal journal. I could write, but it's been a dream of mine to get a YouTube channel down or like start one from like since forever. Also, wow, those are some very loud sound effects. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoy this. But yeah, today's topic or this video's topic, I guess. I'm gonna be talking about like intimacy, like romantic intimacy, friendship intimacy, like just interpersonal intimacy with people. And one of the thoughts I've had for a really long time is how intimate we can be with people, like in all sorts of ways. Like with my friends, we could talk about anything, and actually, what I'm trying to say is the difference in intimacy, like how different things are, and like how there's like a little bit of fear with it. Well, at least with me. Um, I'm kind of just a little bit scared sometimes to get close to people, honestly. Like all of my friends, like I'm not trying to be like a D word, but a lot of them tell me that I'm what's it called? Pretty cool. I'm a pretty cool guy, like, and I really appreciate that from them because a lot of people don't really. Oh my God, I keep dying at the same part. Tell any of their friends what they feel about them. And I feel that you guys should tell your friends how you feel about them. Like just text them, call them if you see them today. Let them know, hey man, I really appreciate you being there for me. That really means a lot for me because that could really just help how people perceive themselves. And back to the intimacy thing is I really like how much difference there can be with like intimacy. Like you can be intimate with friends, like let them know a secret, something that you've been holding on to for a really long time. Let them know like, oh, I got this big achievement of mine done. Like finally learned this song on the guitar, finally drew faces correctly. What else? I mean, honestly, just anything that you really just like doing. Like if it's a big achievement for you, I think you should let your friends know. And honestly, that's a good way to clear them out. It's like crops, like clear out the bad crops. It's like, oh, okay. And another person could tell you, oh, that's awesome, man. I'm very happy for you. And I'm not saying that just because your friends are nonchalant or don't congratulate you on your small achievements that they're bad people. No, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that, sometimes it's good to let other people know about your what's it called achievements, and particularly like that's something I really admire about being of a human capability to be intimate with one another. And another thing is being vulnerable with people. Gosh, I really know that a lot of people struggle with this. I used to struggle with. Oh, sorry. I used to struggle a lot with this. God, man. Freshman year me, like high school. God, I thought being the loner was so fucking cool, man. Like, just, oh wow, I'm not gonna talk to anybody for the first 3 months of high school. Huh, yeah, this will give me all the friends, all the girls. Huh, oh, I'm so epic. And little did I know that was not the case. That was not the case. That led to a lot of trouble down the line. But I'm glad we moved past that. I'm glad I moved past that. But that's a pretty big struggle that a lot of people have. Also, I'm gonna change my avatar. It's just being able to express what's it called? Human emotion. Honestly, it's just like human emotion. A lot of people struggle with that. Just being able to show that they're proud of themselves or that they like themselves. And I think that's a lot of no, not I think I know that's something everyone could work on. letting people know, hey, I'm very happy that you're my friend, or, you know, sorry, I lost my train of thought there. But letting people know, and or letting yourself know that you matter, that just being alone isn't gonna be something that's always, what's it called, present. And just try and talk to people, man. Like, especially, like, I don't know, this for my younger audience, if I have any by now. But just talk to people. Everyone's we're human. We're human. And unless you meet a psychopath, like, everyone wants to make friends. Nobody wants to be alone. And if you do, I'm sorry, but you gotta get friends, man. That's no way to lead your life. But yeah, well, what I'm trying to go from here is that being intimate with your friends in the way that is expressing yourself and being true to yourself instead of putting on a mask to have people like you is that's a beautiful thing, honestly. Oh crap. I'm able to connect with a lot of people just because I like I'm very passionate about the things I love, you know? Um like I couldn't decide, just like for example, was this morning I couldn't decide if I wanted to eat this stupid little cereal or if I wanted to make myself something to eat. Because I love both, like, with a very big passion, you know? The cereal was Crave, by the way. There was like little chocolate inside. God, so good, so good. And I will die on this hill. That chocolate ice cream, sorry. That ice cream cereal is so good, bro. God. And I also really like cooking, you know? Like, cooking. God, that's such a strange word. But yeah. Oh God. And I decided, I just to let you guys know, I decided to make myself something, just a little bit of scrambled eggs and bacon. And those are things I really, really enjoy doing. And being passionate is something that's actually, like, that I think everyone should really be, you know? Like, be a nerd, like that one guy on TikTok. You need to nerd out. And he's serious, he's serious. Like, I'm not making fun of him, But you guys need to just be yourselves. Be able to put yourself out there and let people know that you wear your heart on your sleeve. A lot of people might take advantage of that, but or you might also meet a lot of people that are gonna, love you for that. Also, God, I cannot make this jump, man. And that's great, Like, there's good people and there's bad people in the world, but if you as long as you're good, you'll attract all the beauty in the world, man. But anyway, yeah, just being able to be passionate and be like show that like level of intimacy with your friend, like self intimacy, and showing that you're capable of being passionate and loving the things that you do. That's something I admire personally, like, a lot. And a lot of people do too. Like, nowadays it's just who's the most nonchalant, who can treat each other the worst. And that's no way to lead life, dude, honestly. God, that just makes me so angry. That's no way to lead life. Lead life with your heart, man. Not with, a mask. That's what I meant to say, yeah. And I think another thing, oh God, let me move on to the next point. Um, Intimacy with yourself, like, um, well, by intimacy in this context, I mean, is self-awareness, like, um, and self-awareness in terms of, like, how you are with other people. Like, I hate to admit it, but when I'm around certain groups of people, not groups of people, sorry, do not discriminate against anybody. Nope. What I mean is when I'm like around a certain friend group or certain people, I'll, like, change how I act, like, try and fit in better. And we all do it. It's a human thing to do. But you have to be aware that, like, if you're really changing, like, if you're doing a full 180, like, you're talking to your friends, like your group A, let's say, and you're like just yourself with them, but then you go to group B and you're like a meanie pants, or just like a douchebag to be around. You gotta be like, am I really being true to myself? What would my friends think about this? The way that I'm acting, would they be happy, or would they be disappointed in me for acting this way with people that they know? And would you be happy with yourself? I know I'm not happy with myself after putting a mask on to fit in with people better. And I've been trying to work on that, and I think I've gotten a lot better at it. I've been a lot more true to myself compared to a year ago, let's say. And this leads to another thing which I find very, very important, which is romantic relationships. Okay, that's why you guys clicked on the video, but we're finally getting to it. All right. Um, And gosh, where do I start? Where do I start? First of all, what I gotta say first is love yourself before you're able to love someone else romantically, you know? And what I mean by that is know yourself before you really start dating anybody, you know? Like if but then of course there's some other things that, you know, you can't go into a relationship. Like you don't know everything about yourself. Like you're always growing. There's not a moment in your life where you're not changing into something else, you know? Oh my God, if I can't make this jump, I'm gonna get very angry soon. But what I mean by, you know, getting to know yourself is like what are your ins and outs, you know, like what gets you angry, what makes you really happy, like what are your interests, you know, like basic stuff about yourself. Also use like put that on a notebook. Use it as a note to get to know people, you know? But anyway, anyway, um like there's just the way to really get to know yourself. Like like get to know yourself so that you at least have some sort of like basis for a relationship, you know? Like you can't go into a relationship full blind. Like um like not knowing yourself and not knowing the other person. Like you can rush a relationship, but you can't rush a connection, you know? Oh wow, did I make that jump? Anyway, um yeah, like you know, like for me, like I like texting people a lot, you know? Well, not so much anymore, but like I used to really like texting people on like every day, but like some people like their personal space, their personal time. Like there's time for me and there's relationship time, you know? Like you can send each other messages, be like, "Hey, significant other, how are you? I miss you, blah blah blah, blah blah blah." But you have to remember that you always like there's time for you and for the other person. Like, you died of that? Hello? Okay, what the flip, dude? Yeah, but like just being too clingy or being too distant, like there's like a sweet spot between it, you know? Like being able to know yourself and being able to know the other person and what they prefer in their relationship. And this is something that should be talked about. What I think is like talk about it before you guys start dating. But you know, sometimes stuff gets complicated. But just like ask them, like, hey, do you like texting? You know, or whatever it is. Sorry, got a little sidetracked there. But just knowing yourself really helps you connect with the other person a lot more. Like um knowing that like you're like not okay, that's something that like you need like to be in a relationship, which is like if you were like a really jealous person, you wouldn't know that unless you were in a relationship, which is its whole other thing. Like you know, like being able to expose yourself to that first is what I mean. Like expose yourself to relationships first. Like don't get into a situationship. God, don't do that. But what I mean is like you know just go with the flow, honestly, and love will find you. But gosh, what was I thinking? Yeah, like if you know the person, like like being friends with them, knowing that they text a lot, don't text a lot. And like having that early connection really helps. No, my God. Oh, pardon me. Wow, pardon. Oh, here comes another one. Yeah, but really, just having that basis for a connection and getting to know the other person before you date them, mwah, chef's kiss, you know. And you know, relationships are hard, guys. Sometimes the love isn't enough to keep a relationship going. Okay, I'm gonna lose my mind. I'm really gonna lose my mind. This like this level. Whoever made this level, I'm gonna find their house and send them a very nice present of -$1. They're gonna have to send me one. Anyway, yeah, you know, even if you know the person and if you know yourself extremely well, sometimes that stuff just doesn't last, you know? Like every relationship is built to teach you something. Your friendships, your, you know, interpersonal relationships, like even with yourself, they're there to teach you something. Like, oh, you know, I dated this person and I like that they were, you know, I'm a physical person. I'm a physical guy. I like when I'm hugged, when I'm kissed, when I'm whatever. But I didn't like that they would love bomb me per se, or like you wouldn't be able to know that. But I don't like that they were really on and off with their energy, or that one day they'd be okay and the other they'd hate me, you know. Or I like that this person did everything right, but I didn't like that they didn't text me a lot and kept me in the dark about a lot of their life. And you know, the only way to really get this experience is to date. And I wouldn't say rush your relationships. That's the last thing you want to do, guys. Do not rush relationships. No lo hagas. No lo hagas. But yeah, I guess it's something with romantic relationships. I'll get back to that in a bit. Like, but right now, I want to talk about like characteristics of people. Like loving people, like loving as in not like loving, comma question mark. No, like actually loving someone. Okay, is that block intangible, guys? Smash like if you want to see me rage quit this game, and subscribe if you want to see me keep playing this game. No! Oh my god, it's not intangible. I'm just garbage at this game. Whatever. But yeah, another thing is like loving like physical stuff. Like by physical stuff, I don't mean people. Like loving animals, loving concepts. If you get what I mean, being passionate about stuff. Oh wait, let's bring it back. Oh wait, you guys remember that other part I was talking about passion? Yeah, we're bringing it back, guys. But yeah, like I have a cat. He's not that fat, guys. Like I might post a photo of him one day. He is not fat. If you guys leave a comment telling him fat, I'm gonna be very angry. Anyway, yeah, I really love my cat. I love animals. I'm a big animal guy. Not a furry. Not a furry. Do not look that up if you're under the age of 10, by the way. Not even 10, under the age of 16. Anyway, um, yeah, I just, that's something I really love. I love my cat. I love how dumb he is. Like he's an outdoors cat, but when he comes home, like he's just the dumbest little guy ever. And that's something else, loving and being passionate about things you love. Like if someone asks me about my cat, God, I will talk their ear off for days on end. And loving concepts too is what I was trying to say, which is like being really passionate about a subject you love. I always really enjoy talking to people about like, well, I'm gonna start college in a bit, but when I went to orientation or started high school or stuff and met new people, I would always ask them, hey, what's your schedule? What are you studying? Like, what's that class about? What's the stuff you like about? Even if I wasn't really interested. If any of my IRL friends are watching this, I'm sorry, but I am interested in your stuff. And it's just I just like getting to know people. Okay. Okay. Is there a way to skip this level? Skip level. No. I wonder if I can make that jump over there. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's awesome. Okay, now I'm bad at this level. But what I mean by that is like just get to know people, man. Like getting to know like certain majors or like classes that people are in. That's like an instant way to connect people. I personally I'm gonna study to become a teacher, but a lot of people are going to biomed this year. That's what I've seen. Well, at least in my school. But I don't even know what biomed is, honestly. And whenever I would ask people about it, it's just I would love seeing their eyes light up. It's like something so awesome about people. Just seeing how they glow when they're talking about something they really enjoy. Or just talking to people. Some people love talking. God, I have some friends that just do not shut up. And they're they're great. They're great, but sometimes it gets too much, man. And I am also one of those friends. Like I don't even know how long I've been recording. It's probably been like 30 minutes now that I've been recording. And I'm still yapping. And yeah, it's just like being passionate about stuff, being able to show that passion to people is your recipe to success. It's like the Powerpuff Girls, sugar, spice, and everything nice. And the sugar is you, baby. It's you being passionate about the stuff you love. And if you're nonchalant, if you like just leaving people alone, whatever, do that stuff. But you're gonna see that just being able to be passionate with everyone you meet, or most people that you meet, or really enjoying the stuff that you do is gonna lead you to be so much happier in your life. Like just seeing the little stuff, or being able to, what do you call it? Um, um, sorry guys, lost my train of thought there again. Or just noticing the little stuff in people and how they glow when they talk about something they love or people they love or just how they love themselves is just something amazing. And you could get the extra chance to be extra amazinger, with more people. I almost beat the level and I tweaked, guys. I'm sorry. I'm sorry you guys are saying it's terrible gameplay. But yeah, that's just something I really like to see with people, being passionate, wearing your heart on your sleeve is just something that a lot of people don't really do nowadays. It's starting to just become less and less that people just, oh, New connections. What are that? What are those? What are those? Let me just go into my corner and bury my face into my phone and not talk to anybody, you know? That don't do that, guys. You know, you're just gonna like oh crap. Set yourself up for failure. Um, well, you know, I'm gonna bring it back to romantic relationships. You know, just keep all that stuff in mind because I'm gonna try and bring it back to that. But yeah, being passionate in relationships will let you get so much more out of life. You know, like especially in romantic ones. That's what I realize. You know, if you make a strong first impression, which is what everyone remembers you by, then you know people are gonna think about you. I've been thinking about somebody a long time. You know, and I only met them once. Once, guys. That's how great of an impression they made on me. And I think I made plenty of great impressions on people too, because I have a lot of connections. I have a lot of friends, and not to toot my own horn, but you know they're pretty epic. I'm pretty epic, you know. I might actually skip this level. I might actually skip this level. It's really starting to get on my nerves. This is first try. First try we're gonna beat it, guys. But yeah, just lead your life with passion, guys. If you like gardening, go outside and garden right now. You know, actually, not right now. Watch this video first and like the video before you go do that. But if you like doing whatever you do, like let people know. You know, like not everyone, obviously. Some people might make fun of you for it, but screw those guys, right? But what I'm saying is, what I'm trying to get at here is that leading your life with passion will just result in you being a lot more joyous. You know, like society's gonna tell you, you know, don't like Hatsune Miku because you're a man. You know, just give them the finger. You know, give them the finger. Flip them the bird, because society doesn't know what you are. You know, we're so like forced to become little like robots that are just beep beep doodly beep beep. Get to work, get to school, do nothing, talk to nobody. No, man, that's not what life is about. Life is about going out, meeting people, talking to people. We're social animals. We literally cannot survive without talking to other people. And hold on, I'm responding. There we go. And you know, you can't just be alone, dude. You can't be alone. That's just something you shouldn't do. Well, you should if you want, but don't do that, guys. It's just my professional opinion. I'm a professional YouTuber, um, and Roblox player gives you his opinion. I'm kidding, but yeah, guys. Just be passionate about the stuff you love. You know that it's just great knowing that you are you and that nobody can take that away from you. Well, at least not yet. You know, like Cyberpunk, engrams and stuff. But you know, that's just something I really like talking about, passion and love. And you could say those things go hand in hand, but they're not all like they're not exclusive nor inclusive, you know? You can be passionate about all the stuff you love, but you can't love everything, you know? Yeah, that's what Sun Tzu said that one time. But I'm gonna try and just get one last point out. I'm just trying to think here. But you know, guys, I really hope you like this video. Like, I'm not gonna finish it yet, but I hope you guys took something from it and that you like what I'm talking about. And all I'm really trying to say is lead your life how you want to and be passionate about it, honestly. Like, don't go out of your way to hurt people. That's just a horrible thing to do. But if you have hobbies, if you have stuff you really like, just take that first step. That first step is what really matters, you know? And after that, stuff just gets so much easier, you know? This is my first YouTube video. I've been wanting to do this since I was a kid, man. And hopefully, if we reach 1 million subs, you know what, guys? Just I'll like make bacon, and I don't know, man. I don't know. I'll play a game with it. You know, like I'll just play with bacon hands or something. I don't know. I'll think about it. But all I'm saying is, get to know yourself and be passionate about what you want to do, what you want to be. You know, if if you like you making videos, if you like playing games, there's always something you could do about it. You know, you could talk to people about it, talk about like what you really love about the game, and you know, there's people that are always willing to listen. It's just a matter of time before you find those people. You know, and that's something great. It's something great I really like about people. For every person that yaps their mouth off, there's always somebody that'll listen to them, and I think that's beautiful. And if I can find that, you guys can find that. Okay. Remember, you are beautiful. Um, We are beautiful. Everyone is beautiful. It's just a matter of time to getting to know them, you know? And since I know school season is starting, uh, a personal goal of mine is to talk to at least 10 people, you know? Get to make 10 friends. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's two hands right there. It's a lot of people. And I think you guys should do that too. Have little goals for yourself. That's something, you know? If you're passionate about something, set little goals for yourself to make, not make or break something, but to reach, you know? If you like playing guitar, learn three new chords, you know, get it down. Learn a new song. If you like painting, I actually don't know a lot about painting. You guys should like educate me. Tell me something about that in the comments. If you like painting, you know, just draw something you would never like regularly draw. You know, you might find that you're really passionate about that. Um, and you know, if you like playing games, uh, make something out of that, you know. Talk to people about your games. Um, Play games with your friends, you know. Just find some way to make it something you truly, truly enjoy. It's like we're not robots, guys. We're not here to just do nothing the entire time we're on this planet. And you know, like for the average age that you're alive, which is like 80 years old, that's not a lot of time, guys. Make your impact, you know? Let people know I was here on this planet and here's what I want to be remembered by. And try and make it something good, guys, you know? Don't go telling people, you know, I hate this guy, I hate that guy. Don't base your life off of hate, you know? Life, base your life off of love, yeah? If you're gonna create something, I did this because I love to, not because of spiting somebody, you know? If I got something, I did it out of love. If I did this, I did it out of love. If it's not for someone, it's for yourself, guys. Remember, no one is gonna stick by your side more than yourself. Oh my God, more than you throughout your entire life, okay? Relationships are beautiful, people are beautiful, but the only person you can truly count on for the rest of your life is you. So start making stuff that you love, start being something you love, and start making little changes day by day that will lead you to be someone truly amazing. More amazing than you are now, guys. Alright? And I think that's where I'm gonna leave this video off. Just, you know, guys, if no one's told you today I love you, everyone loves you, okay? But most importantly, love yourself. Ciao.